Hello, beta testers. As of April 2022, Marvel's Avengers is in its most broken state yet. As if nerfs and bugs were not enough, a patch recently brought even more bugs and crashes to the game, even after the incompetent liars at Crystal Dynamics delayed it, having reached the end of early 2022 and Q1 with no roadmap in sight, and patches further destroying the game. As usual, this game's fucked. Can you hear their confused cries, long tormented by your lies? Shills and seamen are baptized, yet you they still despise. Roadmap cloning labs patrol, Crystal fails at every goal. These deceptions take a toll, Dynamics lost its soul. Falling through the map on your dev stream, easily triggered skeleton team. Remember how you used to be a studio with dignity. Try as you might, you'll never be Insomniac or Rocksteady. Remember when you nerfed XP, confusing and overwhelming. When Marvel fans you can't appease, just drink anti-free. You know reloading the checkpoint was the only thing that kept your game barely functional. So it's hilarious that reloading the checkpoint now changes characters when you cannot change back mid-mission and there's no join in progress. Garbage loot and bad design, constant player base decline. Free to play won't save your hind, no talent mega mind. Underground and in the skies, bugs unfold before my eyes. Crystals plague metastasize until the day it dies. A dumpster on fire since 2020. Where in the world is Scott Amos? No join in progress, no crossplay. Possible but probable. 1 year of crashes, fuck your team. How sad for their self-esteem. The looming sword of Damocles, these shills laid on their knees. If you're as smart as a baboon, send your resume soon. The real question ends up being, are you dumb enough to believe that 19-month-old bugs are suddenly gonna be fixed? When patches further break the game and skins can't even be implemented on time? If you're dumb enough to believe that, maybe you'll also believe that job listings for this are good news, and that hypothetically if the staff were hired today and suddenly had a smart plan that was really in touch with the players, that would be implemented in like a year? And this game has that time. And people return to Avengers. What in God's name are you smoking? Never forget Crystal Dynamics used the death of Chadwick Boseman to stall for time on content they didn't have and wouldn't nail down for a year. But credit where credit is due. Shills begged for nerfs and Crystal Dynamics supplied them. But those shills defended this game that's crashing on startup, crashing during matchmaking somehow even more broken than it was before, if it hasn't been entirely removed for some levels. But it's okay, because completing these activities may not even reward you with anything, and this already stingy can't even drop an exotic ass game. And you're a looter, Marvel's Avengers? You really can only get exotics in one of the two broken endgame activities in this game, and you're just expected to start it up and hope it doesn't crash or bug out, because if you try to reload it may switch your character. But it's no big deal, because if you're Thor, you can't even do damage with the raid gear full stop. My Vibranium and Sonic gear both have Thor's hammer doing no damage. Honestly, you couldn't want anyone to make it to endgame. Your goal's got to be to just trick people into the game, have them buy it, have them buy the microtransactions. Whatever they do after that is their own business. What's it like being stupid, though? You have to at least pretend to care. What the hell is this? The assets for the metal arm are already in your game. Just take it from Thor and put it on this motherfucker. But that was too much. You're that lazy. At this point, you probably could get everybody to agree your game is probably so fucking broken that if you did try to swap out an arm, it would cause everything to break because of the Jenga engine that you made the stupid choice to build this game in. This is going to come off as lazy. Sadly, I expect this caliber virginity from the socially inept and insecure dweebs editing titties down to be smaller, but with Square Enix, I hope them sales teach them a lesson. If Crystal Dynamics and the 4 other studios it took to make this garbage wanted to waste time making a mobile game, then they should have done that. But when enemies can't spawn in a tiny room, and people can't even play because their characters are flying around instead of able to use their abilities, you are a joke. The biggest joke. You better be careful not to piss off Will Smith. I made these memes over a year ago and they're no less true today. They make me a hater though, to the types of people pissing in their own mouth. There are games single people developed unironically in their cave with a box of scraps that they respected themselves enough to properly test before they made available to the public. And for 19 months, Avengers has shit the bed well past people assuming this to be anything other than deliberate. It feels and tastes like sabotage. It must be. How can anyone still working on this trash be mentally healthy unless they have a genuine and passionate hatred for Marvel? If it's just the female staff left working on this game, I get it. They must be developing like the end of misogyny depends on it. This isn't just bad. It's spellbinding, mesmerizing. I've had to take a step back and just soak it in. An unmarketable Marvel game because of aggressive stupidity, unhinged, unprofessional staff, and people as incapable and lazy as they are unaware of how to fix this game 19 months later. Defenders cannot grasp irony, so when you see them say, "Skins is content too," remember that they mean it with every inch of a filled up diaper. They constantly mention Fortnite though, and I can only assume it's because it's relevant, it's popular, it's free, and Fortnite does shit like drop $144 million of revenue that it made in just 2 weeks on Ukraine amidst the war for support. What has Marvel's Avengers raggedy ass done? Not a goddamn thing, homie, but beg for money via nameplates, buy our hero passes, buy our XP boost bundles. After y'all nerfed the XP, what we supposed to buy skins? Your game broke as hell, but we're supposed to buy takedowns, buy emotes. Can you use them on multiple characters like in Fortnite? Hell nah. Is there an emote wheel? No, you can only use one at a time. Wow. Completing campaign currently causes crashes 19 months after launch, but lazy devs are not to blame. It's the engine they chose to use, and it's shit. So shit in fact that one time they smeared shit all over a Thor skin and then they lost him because it was indistinguishable from their game and the engine. Which is why Crystal Dynamics already proudly announces that they're already using Epic's Unreal Engine 5 for their upcoming Tomb Raider project. Aren't you excited, you bitch? Won't you like anything and just lick it up? Lick it up, you bitch. Lick it up, you bitch. Remember when having standards didn't make you a hater? I know it always sounds dramatic when I say it, but it happened last time and it'll happen again. This gets worse.